All right, testing, testing. Hello, hello. Fantastic. Wow, that's the best my audio's ever sounded in a little while. However, it is a bit loud. Let's tone it down a bit. Okay, I think that's better. Let's see. Hold on. Wait a second. Hello, hello. Oh god, that was horrible. What about now? A little louder? Okay, that seems right about fine. Alright. So I'm back. We're gonna be doing something a little different because unfortunately my plugins issue hasn't exactly how should I say, been solved. And it's a bit of a tough issue to work on something, especially something that is going to need quite a bit of tweaking when you can't test it. You can't test the tweaks, and no matter how good my head is, I don't exactly trust it enough to, really be doing that great of a assumption about what's going to happen. So I've got this whole list of things I'd like to do, but I'm going to ignore them because those are a bit harder to do. However, I do have a README that has active things to do. So we've got complete the web UI, which again we can't really do until we fix the plugins. Deal with packed files. We're actually going to change this here a bit because it's become a bit apparent that Go 116 is probably going to come out. At which point I will be able to directly use the Go embed feature that's being added in Go 1.16. So, yeah, there's that. But there is stuff to do here. First of all, there's add-in refractor test, which I have absolutely no interest in doing. However, there is CI, CD, and add a makefile. So those two things, I think, kind of go hand in hand, Go releaser and whatnot and that sort of thing. So I think that's what I'm going to be focusing on today. It should be noted, I have no clue what the fuck I'm doing. I've never set up this sort of thing for Go before, and there is a pretty good chance I'm going to be spending most of the time just going back and forth between Firefox and Goland, just figuring out, looking up different ways. And you're gonna, I guess, tag along with me. Oh, seriously? Firefox just froze on me. This is gonna take a few minutes. That's disappointing. But in other news, I did solve my issue where stuff was breaking. That was an annoying problem. I did manage to solve that, so that's a pretty big bonus. Give me 1 minute here. Okay. That wasn't really important. So let's go on a journey to explore the various methods of how to adequately set up a continuous integration and continuous deployment slash release system with Go. Do it through Go Releaser. I mean, my setup is a bit special here with the agent where it's a separate application. Now, I am actually going to, perhaps in another live stream, discuss some of the design features of some of the design decisions that I made when it came to Covey and why I designed it the way I did. But, yeah, sorry. So, yeah, I suppose you'll just have to, stick around and watch. So, let's get going. Go CI. Oh, what's this? You know, this is definitely not what I was looking for. Alright, let's look at this article. It's going to be, I guess, perhaps more in a bit of a style of Lewis Rossman, where I just read through something and then release a whole slew of criticisms. So actually, it should be noted, I'm going to, but before I continue, I do have a little something of some sort. Let's see here. This right over here. However, and this does, a pretty fair amount, integrates with Codicy, which honestly I have not received an email for a while from, because I haven't made a commit in a long time. Or at least I haven't pushed a commit in a while. Glad to see you again. Oh, shut up. Stupid Google. Yeah, it works-ish, but it doesn't really do much that I want, and the build process isn't exactly very good. And also, I think I broke it recently, because I have stopped building plugins. Yeah, doesn't quite work anymore. So there's a bit of, I guess, improvement that I'd like to do to this process. Maybe integrate with Go Releaser, for example, that sort of thing. And so, yeah, that's kind of what we're going to be figuring out, exactly what's the best way to automate the entire process here. And it's not going to be perfect. For right now, I just want something that I can build and then, bump the version number. And now I have a bunch of new releases that lists, 500 commits that I made. Hopefully it's smart enough not to include all of them, or that's going to be very long releases. And yeah, it's, I guess, sort of to figure out how this goes. So come with me on an adventure. All right, so this is Go Mod, Go Proxy. Maybe we could do something fun and try to integrate, like, the supply chain reliability sort of thing, where A, our builds are as reproducible as they'll get, and also B, they're, how do you say it, verified to be the exact same code that it went through. That's an avenue I'm open to having a look at. Honestly, my only problem is it doesn't seem to be super simple to do. Let's check it out. There was something that was called, here, just see, code, supply, chain, there's a tool here, tiny, what is it called? There's a thing, damn it, come on, Mendel, think. What was it called? It was a supply chain management tool. I just can't remember. It was like a thing for tracking. Open source software, supply chain security. Linux Foundation probably has something on it. A PDF. That hasn't loaded. You want my email address? No. I didn't know Webmin had an issue. Now that's cool. Let's see. This doesn't offer really any concrete tool. Well, so let's add tools to the end of this. You know, it's annoying when you read a whole thing and it doesn't even tell you, like, what to do about it. Stupid clickbait articles. Software supply chain tools. Please tell me that's not the same article. No, it's not. Damn it. There was a thing, I don't remember what it's called. Yeah, it might be in my history. Oh, F off. Give me a minute here. In toto. Found ya. There we go. Okay. Let's delete the cookies here. Reload the page. Okay. So, in Toto is this sort of thing to secure the integrity of software supply chains, as you can see right over there. So let's go ahead and I suppose try this thing out. Is there like an AUR thing for in Toto? Give me a second to install this. All right. So now we've got this installed. Let's copy the link for that. I don't know by heart. תפסיק חזק על קטן שלי לי. We are going to use HTTPS. Go build. How do I ensure my software's quality? Do you run any static or dynamic tests? Oh boy. Yeah. Standard errors. Empty. I use the following softwares to ensure my... So we use Golang, Lint, CI Lint. Go. Lint. Does this say anything here? Oh. Go test dot slash dot dot. I suppose that's basically it. Honestly, yeah, see, this kind of seems to be the thing that, like, you create your thingiting, and then you, I guess, explain how you package it. Because my thing comes in a single binary. Single binary. Hold on. Anyways, Honestly, I have no clue what this does. Uh. Mm. Sorry about that. I think this is mine. What do you mean invalid public PEM? Um. Let's just say I skip this. Huh. Yeah, this is kind of seems like the kind of thing that comes after you've already set up your build process. Let's look here. Actually, this seems interesting. Go CI tips. Semaphore. Ooh, what's semaphore? What the hell is semaphore? Oh, seems to be some CI system. Oh, whoops. Yeah, but this definitely has certain, like, I guess certain parts of this definitely right. So let's go ahead and look at what my current build process is. 1 second. So busy all of a sudden. Actions. So, yeah, this kind of broke here, but build the agent, pick, pack, build, attempt to perform UPX again. Well, that's a new one. And then the rest of this fails to happen. Okay, so we need to heavily refine this. Let's start with Go Releaser, because I do know that's a thing. Releaser, Go Releaser. קח איתך לקטן שלי. Get started. Do I have it go? Don't think so. Why would you want to run it in a Docker container? I don't entirely understand that. Okay. Yeah, F off. Quick start. But always love a good but very exciting. Oh, I am definitely going to be making so many GitHub tokens. Oh, okay, that's a slight problem. I cannot safely run this entire process. Actually, I take that back. Yeah, I can. Woo! Although, it is a drop complicated. Not the biggest problem. Right now I'm just downloading Go Releaser, so let's keep reading through here. Or, you know what? Give me a minute. I am going to quickly make a personal access token. And I can't have you lot seeing it, so generate new token. Okay. Pardon me. Yeah, no, shut up. Well, I hope that's what it was, because, well, otherwise, I'd be a bit pissed off. Alrighty, how are we looking over here? Still taking its time. I decided to do it the build method. Let's have a look at the continuous integration portion. Well, there is a lot of options here. So, I guess let's start with the quick start then. So, oh boy, I am feeling tired. But we are at the very least going to get to a go releaser init phase, at which point I guess tomorrow we'll be able to really dive into the complexities. Alright, so let's have a look at this go releaser. Seriously? Why does it make it .go releaser.yaml? Why? Oh, seriously. There we go. Okay, so let's take a bit of a and I suppose let's test this. So this release we're going to be properly switching to semantic versioning. My current versioning system here is kind of bullshit. Also, I think the other thing I'm going to do is only build for Linux. M64 is going to target that for a little while. My goal is to ultimately actually target pretty much anything. Windows, Linux, all of it. However, that at least currently they prevent me from doing so, and there are certain things that certain goals that I have to reach. Plugins are very powerful, and what plugins are going to allow me to do in the future is be very flexible with how exactly I guess you could say it's going to allow me to be very flexible with how Covey actually functions. So in terms of how information, there's a lot of, I guess you could say, different moving parts here, certain design characteristics that really need to be understood before this project can not before the project can move over, but before everything works perfectly. And there is a reason for that. Now, so you have multiple different devices, right? The ultimate goal for this is I had a project called the cab, and for various reasons, you know, I wanted some sort of tool to manage it here. Let me show you what Covey is really inspired from. Rundeck. Rundeck is this automation tool here that honestly seems pretty fantastic, if you ask me. There's a lot of features that it has in terms of automation for various server systems, and I wanted that sort of thing for a cluster of Raspberry Pis that I had. But there aren't really any graphical based tools for both monitoring and maintaining servers. There's what's it called? A cloud. There's Cockpit, but Cockpit kind of leaves what to be desired in terms of how it's very individual. There's not really any sort of oh wow. There are a lot of options here. Holy shit, I did not realize the options I had. Oh my lord. Okay, I'm actually really starting to like Go Releaser all of a sudden. Okay. Sweet. Sweet. Anyways, so there is a lot of there are a lot of different tools. There's Ansible. There's all these different things for automation. However, as much as I'm a software developer and I use the terminal like the proper nerd, I am not a huge fan of it for all management things. It's hard to extract. I found it hard to really get meaningful statistics, meaningful information in a way. GUIs are very useful. And people who say, GUIs, they limit you, no, they don't. They're much more intuitive. There's less nagging around. There's a lot of advantages to them. And it could prove something to be very useful. So the question is, then, how do you manage a bunch of systems with a GUI effectively and lightweight enough that it can run on anything? And my answer to that is Covey. So yeah, that's sort of what I've been trying to do. And the thing is so there are various sorts of plugins. You have tasks, different types of tasks you can run that are plugins. You could just do shell tasks, or you could do stuff more complicated that run an individual on a per node basis, or run on a cluster of nodes as a group. There's a lot of different options, and there are things that I haven't thought of yet in ways of managing this that probably wouldn't fit well into tasks. Maybe we'll allow for various different dashboard extensions. There's a lot of things to discuss. But having plugins be the foundation of Covey is very important to me. Now, as of right now, in practice, that's not exactly how it turns out. However, that is something that was like literally in the original design documents was this is going to be pluggable, this is going to be pluggable. Heck, I even intended to make the database system pluggable. That it would just be a universal set of, like an API, and you could use whatever database you wanted on the back of it. And that's something that I might actually do in the future. It's not really that hard to do. Most of what I need is sort of ORM-style functions, nothing that complicated. I'm not attempting to do anything complicated. Maybe one day I will, but as of right now, that's something that, is sort of in the pipeline. But anyways, let's get to it. So let's go through, let's say, customization. Just go through all of these one at a time. Let's actually add one line. There is one very specific line that needs to get added. At least for now. Okay. Behave. Getting tired. This is a bad time for me to get tired. Like finally getting into the mojo here, and then all of a sudden I get tired. I don't have time for these things. I don't have time for exhaustion. There we go. Go get -u github.com/ I'm literally like phasing in and out of like concentration right now. Okay. So far so good. Added a few more things we need to do. Let's get back. Ooh. There are definitely a lot of things we're going to be taking from here, like just straight up copy paste. Let's use this here. Now, there's a few things that I am a fan of. Hey. I like the signing thing. And I like the idea that we can do an automated signing in CI. That's an idea I really appreciate, because that's a really good step to supply chain reliability, is signing your builds. You can verify not only that is indeed the build, but you can verify that you approve sort of the build, that there isn't something that got swippity swapped. I'm a fan of the idea. The thing is, though, is that still doesn't help you verify the fact that what went in is what came out, and that's what other verification steps are necessary for. However, other verification steps, meaning verifying by signing the commits. If there's an unsigned commit, you block it. So that's a bit of a gray area, especially when it comes to, that sort of thing. It's something I'm going to have to spend a bit of time on to properly understand, I guess, what exactly how to do this really effectively. I think I'm going to go for now. Why now? Because I am feeling tired. It is getting late, and now that we've kind of started, we got somewhere. This is, I guess something I'm willing to stop by. Probably be tomorrow, maybe the next day. Yeah. I'm yawning. Yep. See you around.